Pierre Poilievre is currently the most disliked he has ever been in his time as conservative leader. And this is very interesting with his leadership review coming up. And we can also see a massive change in unfavorability over the last 2 months. And part of that seems to be his response to the Venezuela strike. Now, it should be noted that since then, Pierre has also changed the way that he's been talking about international relations, saying that what's been happening with Greenland is unacceptable. With many people calling this hypocritical, though. The fact that he was encouraging and supported the Venezuela strikes, but at the same time, he says that anything that has to do with Greenland is off the table, picking and choosing where he thinks that sovereignty is acceptable. And the thing is, even though Pierre has high unfavorability ratings, it doesn't mean that he's going to lose his leadership review. Because what is popular with the conservative base and what is popular with the average Canadian is currently not really the same thing. For example, 60% of Canadians think that we should defend ourselves militarily if the US tries to invade, with that number dropping to 38% for conservatives and actually being higher amongst the bloc. Or for example, 64% of Canadians were against the Venezuela strike, only 19% of conservatives were against it, and 60% were for it. And currently the perception of Canada-US relations is at an all-time low, with only 4% of Canadians calling it good and 83% saying that it's bad. And this also comes as Mark Carney's favorability ratings have been holding pretty steady, at plus 13 versus Pierre's negative 12. And when the Conservatives are so far apart from the rest of Canadians, it makes it very hard for them to elect a leader who is going to be able to get more votes. They want to elect a leader that represents them the best. But as of now, that doesn't really align with what the rest of Canada is thinking. So the Conservatives are stuck between a rock and a hard place. Because even with his favorability ratings being low, the Conservatives are still polling quite high. The question is whether or not Pierre can bring more people into the fold or if he continues to push people away. What do you think about all this? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below.